Facing our fears, laughing through the chaos and drinking some beers. So here's to the laughs, the groans and the cheers, all the awkward moments, and we're still here. Cause in the end we're just doing our thing. It's our crazy life, oh, one more thing. Oh, one more thing. Oh!
Hey, I am Rob. Welcome to One More Thing. We are so glad you're here.
Hey, I'm Brian. Another episode. And what are we going to get ourselves into this week?
Trouble.
Remember when we used to ask that question and it meant adventure?
Right.
And now it just means what joint is going to pop first?
You got one. But it's true. That's why it's funny.
I know, right?
Yeah. Or when you get to a certain age, like 50, 55, 60, and you finally learn some patience. Mostly because we can't remember what we were mad about in the first place.
Right. Isn't aging fun?
No, it's not. It sucks.
It does. But you know, ever since we've been doing this podcast, I've learned more about different subjects than I ever planned to. It's really crazy.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny because we started this just to honestly get together and hang out and just kind of shoot the shit, and because we think we're funny, right?
Well, I know I'm funny to me.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy some of the topics that, and okay, let's be 100% honest, that you've come up with.
Thank you, Rob.
Absolutely. I've honestly been fascinated by some of the stuff that you have uncovered in the research.
But that's all part of it. You know, you try to come up with something new, and like I want to learn something every time we do a podcast.
Yeah.
And so all these subjects are things like I've thought I've wanted to learn a little bit about, and kind of develops into some kind of conversation between us.
Right, exactly. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah. Every day I become a little bit more like Cliff Clavin. And for those of you who don't know who Cliff Clavin is,
that's
great
a
show.
problem.
Right. Great show. Cheers.
Yes, right. Everybody should know who Cliff Clavin is.
That's right.
Yeah.
So on that topic of learning new things.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever heard the thing called menopause? You know, the male version of female menopause?
Okay, well, yes, obviously I've heard of it, but it's a complete conspiracy theory and it's not true.
So yeah, you're right. I always thought it was a joke, but is it real?
Yeah, no, it can't be. It's women getting back at us for years and years and years of PMS jokes. Right?
But have you felt any changes in your body when you get older?
Oh, absolutely.
Like slower?
Oh, yeah.
More tired?
Yes.
Aches and pains?
Oh.
Creaking of the knees?
Oh, my God, every day.
Isn't that just getting older?
It's just getting, right? It's not apparently. It's like, it's...
No. Well, apparently it's a real thing. Well,
okay.
Sort of.
Sort of.
So my friend Robin gave me this idea to talk about it on the podcast. So thank you, Robin. Look for your free t-shirt. We appreciate the topic.
Absolutely. We love topics.
Menopause, which is more accurately known as andropause or late onset hydrogonadism.
You did not just say that.
I know, right? No, that's really out there. That's what it's called, hypergonadism.
That's the actual definition, the term.
Yes. Well, we're going to say andropause from now on throughout this thing, but it refers to a gradual age-related decline in male hormone levels, especially testosterone.
Okay.
Although it's sometimes compared to female menopause, the two conditions are not the same.
All right.
Men do not experience an abrupt or complete shutdown of reproductive hormones that women do. Instead, testosterone levels decline slowly over time.
Okay, so what does that have to do with like my balding head?
I don't think it has anything to do with your hair. Hair loss is completely different than low T.
Male pattern baldness has nothing to do with testosterone.
Wait. I didn't look that up, but if you'd like me to research that, we can have a whole podcast on your head.
Male pattern baldness, right? Thank you.
So, but some symptoms of low testosterone are decreased muscle mass and strength. Check. Mm-hmm. Increased body fat, especially around the abdomen.
Double check.
Check. Reduced energy and fatigue.
Yeah.
Check. Yeah, mm-hmm. Reduced sex drive and erectile dysfunction.
Why would you put that on the atmosphere?
Oh, no.
Yeah, right.
Bone loss and osteoporosis. Not yet, I
really?
think.
That's a thing for guys?
I guess so.
Okay.
And hot flashes and night sweats.
Oh, that's not true.
Well, come on. I believe everything on the internet, Rob.
Well, last night I woke up at 2 a.m. because I was sweating, so it's not true.
It's not true at all for you, right?
No, it's not.
You don't sweat at night.
No, never. Never.
I just get up at 2 a.m. to pee.
Hey, I'm not at that point yet. I can usually make it through the night, but yeah, I've been waking up a lot more at like 2, 3 a.m. with weird things.
But at least I'm waking up.
Yes, that is a win. I'll give you that.
I don't want to have to wear Depends.
Yeah, right. Womp womp. Okay, so how testosterone changes with age. So, due to my extensive research, thank you, Brian.
Yes, you're welcome, Rob.
Research consistently shows that testosterone begins to decrease around ages 30 to 40. I didn't realize it was that early.
That's early, right?
That's early.
That's what I thought too. When I read that, I was like, okay, that's earlier than I expected.
Yeah, I was thinking like 50, 60, like our age right now.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, crazy.
My young age of 60.
That's right. Yeah. So it's typically at about a rate of 1% per year.
Okay, so not much.
Not much. A large observational 2023 study of more than 2,600 men aged 20 to 44 found an average yearly decline of approximately 0.14 NMOL/L. What the hell does that mean? In total testosterone levels.
Well, I think we'll tell you right here.
Tell you right here. NMOL/L stands for nanomoles per liter, which is the unit of concentration used in medical tests to measure the amount of a specific substance in a liter of fluid.
Okay, so that's like way over my head.
That's
So when I was researching and writing that, and I saw those letters, I'm like, what the heck does that mean?
Yeah.
So I had to look it up.
Okay.
Which is like, wow, 'cause now I'll never forget it.
Right, exactly. But I'm curious on like the yearly decline. Like, I guess what is a baseline of level that it should be?
Okay. How about we get further into this podcast and I'll tell you.
Hey, that's what happens, Rob, when you don't do research.
Or read ahead.
Read ahead. I read ahead, as far as you know. Okay. All right. So similarly, reviews published in Frontiers in Aging and the Journal of Gerontology confirm that a man's age in the 60s to 80s, many men have testosterone concentrations below the normal range of younger adults. Okay. So that 60 to 80s, that's the part that I kind of assumed.
I'm just starting to decline.
Right. Well, no, clearly you're not, but
Thank you.
Yes, but you've got a couple years. However, the degree of decline varies significantly among individuals. Aging alone doesn't fully explain hormonal decline. Factors like obesity, diabetes, chronic illness, and poor sleep all play major roles.
Oh, man. So not looking good for our older years.
So all four of those we have.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
What are we going to do?
I know. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to listen to an ad. That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Rob.
We all know that Spring Green fertilizes our lawn and sprays for weeds.
And it looks fantastic.
Did you also know they offer a bunch of other services?
Like making mosquitoes go away? We love our mosquito-free yard, especially in Minnesota. You know mosquitoes are the official state bird, right?
I'm fairly certain it's the loon, but yes, no mosquitoes rock.
And liquid aerations rock. And mechanical aerations and overseeding and lawn insect control.
Oh my! And don't forget about the total home pest and rodent control.
That's right. My house is mouse-free.
See what Spring Green can do for you at spring-green.com for a personalized quote specific to your property. That's spring-green.com.
And tell them, oh, and one more thing sent you.
Okay, Brian, so what are the key differences between male andropause and female menopause?
Well, Rob, I'm so glad you asked. It's not like I didn't have this prepared already or anything.
Right.
So, hormonal change. In women, menopause results from a rapid, well-defined drop in estrogen or progesterone, making the end of menstruation and fertility. For men, the decline in testosterone is gradual and continuous, beginning in midlife and progressing slowly. Some men maintain normal hormone levels well into their 70s and beyond, while others experience a faster decline depending on lifestyle and some other health factors.
Okay, so biological process. Menopause represents a clear biological milestone. Once it occurs, a woman can no longer conceive naturally.
That makes sense, right?
Yep. Andropause, by contrast, is a gradual physiological transition rather than a distinct event. Men typically remain fertile even with lower testosterone levels, though sexual function and sperm quality may decline.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I guess I'm not going to have any more kids, though.
Yeah, right.
The symptoms of andropause arise from the cumulative effect of reduced testosterone. It can affect physical, emotional, and cognitive well-being, including persistent fatigue and low energy. Oh my gosh,
right? Ugh, that sounds normal. Reduced libido and various forms of sexual dysfunction, including erectile difficulties.
Oh, crap.
Nobody likes that.
That's bad.
That's bad.
All right, so the next one is loss of muscle mass and strength with increased body fat.
Okay, that brings up a question that I actually saw this on the news a couple nights ago about protein.
Yeah.
You know how there's such a huge push. Everything has protein in it
Everything
now.
has protein,
Everything protein,
yeah.
protein drinks, protein powder, protein cereal, protein, everything's protein, right? So does that play into the loss of muscle mass and strength? Will doing more protein offset that, I wonder?
I wonder. I'm sure because extra protein in your body does help build the muscles. So
Right.
maybe you're going to counteract a little bit of the low T
Yeah.
with more protein, but I don't know.
Yeah, because the story they actually did was talking more about losing weight and you have to supplement protein, but you don't want to lose the muscle mass. So you can't just drink protein shakes and then hope you're going to be
Right.
fine. You still have to exercise and do all the right things, but it helps with hair growth and skin condition and all that good stuff too. So,
Cool.
oh, sorry, total tangent, but anyway.
All right. Well, we like tangents.
Right. All right. Next one, mood swings. Oh, yeah, that's true. Irritability and symptoms of depression or anxiety. Oh,
Okay. So
that's sad.
sadly, I felt those already.
Okay.
So the next one is cognitive issues such as difficulty concentrating or memory loss.
Okay.
What?
What did you say? So?
I have no idea what we're talking about.
What are we talking about?
I know. Frequently, that happens to me a lot. I don't know what I'm talking about halfway through what I'm talking about.
Okay, so that's not just when your wife asks you a question. That's a general to everybody.
No, I don't. No, it's not. It's the way I treat you too.
I was going to say. Seems par for the course, no matter who I'm talking to. But all right, and the last one, sleep disturbances, including insomnia or non-restorative sleep.
Oh gosh, this is really explaining why I'm feeling sort of off all the time. I have a lot of these symptoms.
Yeah, okay, so you're making me a little bit nervous to get older.
Okay, you're not. Yeah, okay, I'm not that much older than you.
You're not, but
Okay, but it's interesting to see all this stuff written down here, one after the other, and you start thinking and checking the box, like, oh, I do that. Oh, I do that. Oh, crap, I do that.
right.
And it's not blown out of proportion. There's a little bit at a time. It's just probably why you don't realize it's happening.
Well,
because it's a little bit at a time.
And each one on their own is probably like, just whatever, it is what it is. But then you're right, as you compile them and start looking at them, you're like,
Yeah.
oh crap. Like,
So, writing this and just what we were talking about earlier is the fact that we're learning all these things. It's like I see all this information now back to back to back to back, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
yeah.
That is way more progressed than I thought it was, thinking, oh, I was just tired.
Right.
Or I didn't sleep well. But you realize some of these things are happening with each other.
Right.
I don't know. It's
And
crazy.
And more often than you're used to.
Right.
They're increasing over time.
Oh my gosh. Here we are.
Okay.
So here's some research that I found.
Okay.
In a cross-sectional study of men from 40 to 60 in 2009, approximately 67.5% reported symptoms consistent with andropause. So that makes sense, right? That's why I'm feeling that way.
Right.
Though only about 1/3 had clinically low T levels. Likewise, other studies of men from 40 to 85 in 2018 found the symptom severity correlated strongly with low quality of life. So even when hormone levels remain within normal limits, these findings suggest that subjective symptoms may appear before biochemical changes are measurable. Whew, that's a lot.
That's a lot. So,
But what does that really mean? So that means there are decline in some men and there's not decline in other men. And it's based on subjectivity. So whatever you might have else happening in your life. Maybe?
maybe. So what's funny though, is as we're going through this and the more we're getting into it, I was kind of half joking, half serious at the beginning when I said, yeah, menopause isn't real. Whatever, dude.
Yeah, right?
You're just you're finding crap on the internet and making it up. But as we're reading through this, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. I think the word menopause was made up, of course,
totally.
because on a little bit of it because of menopause.
Right.
But I mean, it is a real thing, andropause.
Yeah.
Or what was the other word? Gonadism.
I don't even. I can't say it without laughing. So I can't even say it anymore. So, all right. So we have a short list of age-specific normal testosterone levels. So if you're 19 to 39, so if you're under 40, 264 to 960 nanograms per deciliter. That's NG/DL. Okay. 40 to 59. 215 to 878. So probably about, 10% lower.
That's a really big span.
It's a big span, but yeah, it's about 10% lower. And then 60 to 79, 196 to 859. So another 10% lower.
Okay. So I looked all over in my health records to find what my testosterone level was. Couldn't find it.
Okay.
So I wanted to compare to this, but I couldn't figure it out. So I'm going to have to wait till I go to the doctor and get it checked.
So it's probably not a typical thing they test for.
I think you have to ask, yeah.
You have to ask for that. So that's interesting though, is once you hit age 50 or age 60, why would that not, if it's such a big deal as it seems to be as we're reading through it, why would that not be a standardized
I don't know.
physical test?
Maybe it is.
blood
Since
work.
I just turned 60. Maybe it is a standard coming up.
Yeah, but I think that's a great question to ask.
Right. I'll write that down for my doctor,
Yeah.
Rob.
Just be sure how you ask that so they code it correctly so it falls into your physical and not into something else that's going to cost you $1,000.
What happened, Rob?
Well, I went to go get a physical not that long ago, and I asked him a question on just another topic. It was literally 30 seconds worth, and how he coded it cost me $300
Okay.
because that wasn't included as part of the physical.
And it shouldn't have been coded that way, you're saying.
Well, no, I see. I didn't fight it because I didn't disagree because we had the conversation. It answered my question.
Yeah.
It gave clarity to what I was looking for. But in my mind at the time, I'm like, well, I'm at a physical. I'm just going to ask the question while I'm here.
Right. It makes sense, right? Because they used to be able to answer everything.
They answer everything, right? And now they have to code everything they talk about very specifically. And it tells you where it does and does not fall within your insurance guidelines.
And you get separate billing.
Oh, yeah.
For those.
It's crazy.
So now I self-diagnose on the internet.
Which is always a great idea.
It's a great idea because then I save myself money.
My God. You also like Google yourself too, don't you? And see what you've been. You're one of those guys, aren't you?
I have Googled myself,
Sure
yes.
you have.
You should try it. It's very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, I have a lawn care company with my name all over it. So if I Google myself, I just come up as Spring Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
about
come up as an artist.
Yeah. So that's legit.
Yeah, it is legit.
Yeah, just don't come off on some nefarious website that you shouldn't be on.
Too legit to quit,
Right,
Rob.
exactly. Go Hammer. All right. So it's kind of depressing. It's important to note that these are just general guidelines and individual testosterone levels may vary. So again, don't diagnose yourself.
No, don't go to the internet and figure it out.
Right. If you have concerns about your testosterone levels, it is recommended to consult with a healthcare professional for evaluation and advice. Definitely don't listen to a couple guys on a podcast.
Except for go to the doctor.
Right.
Do listen to us there.
Oh, yes, definitely, yes.
Go to the
Yes.
doctor and get yourself tested.
Yes. If you want actual results, definitely talk to your doctor. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So you can find out where your levels are.
exactly. But this is still a little depressing. Why do we keep talking about things like this, Brian?
Because why? Knowledge is power.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I agree.
We
I
keep
agree.
learning.
Yep.
Keeps our minds sharp.
That's right. That's right.
And I need more of that than you do.
Mm-hmm.
But because the signs of andropause overlap with other health issues, proper diagnosis is crucial.
Yes, it is.
So consult your healthcare provider, like we said. Symptoms like fatigue and low libido can also stem from stress, poor sleep, thyroid disease, or diabetes.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
So if you watch any sort of sporting event, I know you're not a big sports guy.
I do.
So you may not recognize this
love
question.
sports,
Yeah.
Rob.
No, you don't. There's always, not as many now, but like 5-10 years ago, like you can get away from an erectile dysfunction commercial, right?
Well, yes, you're right.
Especially on sports, because
Yeah.
that's mainly when guys watch, and it's a couple sitting in the bathtub holding hands, looking at the sunset.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, right? Okay, right. But I wonder, now that we're talking through all this, and the symptoms like low libido keeps coming up a lot, I wonder if that's how people have been self-diagnosing and just, going after the little blue pill and not actually talking to their healthcare professional about what's really going on.
It certainly could be,
Like, is that a stopgap?
but it is also a symptom of age.
Oh, absolutely it is.
And,
yeah.
we are mostly me getting
Yeah.
into that
Right.
age group.
Right. Yeah.
So I asked my doctor.
That's
I'm not
good.
going to tell you the result.
Well, no, I don't want to know that. HIPAA and all that crap, but yes. But yeah, that I don't know why that made me think of that, but I'm like, that has to be why those are doing so well.
Probably.
All right. Number 2, get tested. Blood tests measuring total and free testosterone can help identify whether hormone levels are low. Tests are typically done in the morning when your testosterone peaks.
So that's when you got the most energy in the morning, right?
Right, exactly.
So number 3, assess contributing factors. Lifestyle, medications, and underlying medical conditions often influence hormone levels and symptoms.
Kim, can I ask you a question you may not have researched? But do you think alcohol plays a role in this?
So none of the research that I found correlated to alcohol.
Okay.
So I don't know that, but we do have another podcast coming up where alcohol does play against your liver, and we'll talk about that later.
Ooh, I like that. Okay. Nice.
So, okay, here, let's talk about some treatment options. Since we were all depressed about all the things that can go wrong, now let's talk about treatment.
How can we fix it? All right.
Right.
So number 1, lifestyle modification. So lifestyle changes are often the first and most effective first step. Regular exercise, weight control, balanced nutrition, and adequate sleep have all been shown to boost testosterone levels naturally. So for instance, studies have demonstrated that obesity and metabolic syndrome significantly lower testosterone, while weight loss and resistance training can raise it.
Oh, crap. So I got to start going to the gym?
I think you can start with like walking out to your mailbox like every day. That might
Well, I
help.
walk to the mailbox a couple
Okay.
times a week.
Then take the long way to your mailbox around the block. That might help.
Yeah, but all those things, like I can do those things and I just haven't. So that's bad.
You know what I love to do, which I haven't done since last spring?
What's that?
Shadow box.
Oh, you used to do that a lot. You talked about it earlier.
My VR boxing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. It's winter now, so I'm going to get back into it. I love it. I have so much fun.
You sweaty ball.
I'm a sweaty little pig.
Okay, number 2, testosterone replacement therapy, or TRT. In case your testosterone is persistently low and symptoms are significant, testosterone replacement therapy may be considered. Clinical trials suggest that TRT can improve muscle mass, libido, mood, and energy levels in men with documented testosterone deficiency. This is very interesting.
Interesting.
All the things that I would like to increase.
Right. So a 14-week study in diabetic men with low testosterone showed improved aging male symptom scores following therapy. Now, the 6-month study found that testosterone levels rose from 240 to nearly 580, leading to enhanced sexual desire and vitality. And if you're like me, the NGDL in there means nanograms per deciliter. I remember that.
I can't remember that.
I remember that from earlier. I'm lying. I had no idea. However, reviews emphasize that long-term safety remains under investigation, particularly regarding cardiovascular and prostate health. TRT should always be prescribed and monitored by a qualified healthcare provider.
Okay, so you're saying I got to go to the doctor.
Got to go to the doctor.
So that's important.
That's important.
But there is a silver lining. These things could help. It could help.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
It's important to note that testosterone levels are influenced by more than just age.
Okay.
Conditions like obesity, diabetes, chronic illness, alcohol use. There
Oh,
it is,
boom,
Rob.
there it is.
Alcohol use and certain medications, especially opioids and, this is a tough one, anticonvulsants.
Oh, dude, you nailed it.
Thanks. I worked hard at that.
Right?
And can accelerate hormonal decline.
Okay.
A 2024 review in Frontiers in Aging highlighted that lifestyle and metabolic factors often contribute more to reduced testosterone than chronological age itself.
Okay.
So interesting, right?
Yeah. So additionally, a meta-analysis published in 2021 found no consistent link between natural testosterone levels and overall mortality or cardiovascular deaths, suggesting that lower testosterone levels may sometimes reflect underlying illness rather than cause it.
Okay, well I don't know, maybe that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Here, sounds okay.
Here's my question, though.
Okay, what
is it as
question?
simple as going to the doctor and getting prescribed a pill?
Well, I don't know.
Like,
I don't know what
Yeah.
hormone replacement therapy is.
Right.
If it's shots or what is it? I don't know.
Right.
But that's for you and your doctor to decide.
I wonder if because not to go into too much detail about just the women in general in my life that I know that are our age, that I'm not talking about my wife, by the way. To be very clear.
I was wondering where you're going to go with that.
But if you walk down the pharmacy aisle or just the vitamin aisle at your local Target, grocery store, or Costco, whatever, there's a ton of things to help with hair loss and skin and blah 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 for women. All these things, estrogen pills and blah blah blah. Are there testosterone type pills like that you could start with to try? Honestly, I've never looked, so I have no idea.
I think there are because you can get them on hims.com.
Oh, okay.
So you can get some testosterone. I don't know if it's shots or pills on that website, but they advertise it a lot on streaming services.
But technically, you're also talking with a healthcare professional if you're on a website such as that.
Yeah, you're talking to their healthcare
Exactly.
person. Yeah.
So I'm more curious if it's possible for me just to go pick up a jug of testosterone pills or something like that.
I don't think you can. Like, Target. You can't get it at Target.
Yeah. Okay.
Not that I'm aware of.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going
me
there
neither. Yeah, me neither. I have no idea.
I'm going there after this, so I'll let you know.
Okay, let me know. Text me when you get there.
Okay.
Okay.
While andropause shares some surface similarities with menopause, it represents a gradual and individual hormonal transition, not a sudden event. Multiple large studies confirm that testosterone levels in men begin to decline in midlife, like we talked about, influenced by genetics, lifestyle, and health conditions. So I didn't realize genetics also plays into that decline.
That's interesting.
So it depends on kind of your family too.
Right.
If where that might have, if you saw a decline in your father and your grandfather, you might be prone to be having low T.
Right. Yeah. Well, like my dad has colon cancer, and that means I get to go get the colonoscopy every 5 years now instead of every 10.
Right. And you better do that.
Thanks, Dad.
Well, my dad had prostate cancer, so I
get that checked out. Yep. Yep. Good times. Good times. Men experiencing symptoms such as low energy, mood changes, or sexual difficulty should seek medical evaluation to identify the cause and explore appropriate treatment, ranging from lifestyle optimization to hormone therapy. Ultimately, though, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, managing chronic conditions, and seeking professional care remain the most effective ways to manage andropause and promote well-being through aging.
Yes. I know we've said this a couple of times now, but we just want to kind of hit home that if you feel these things, you really got to get checked out.
Yep, absolutely. Talk to your doctor.
Right.
Okay, so I got to admit, that was cool.
Yeah. More stuff than I've ever known about the subject.
I knew like nothing about any of this, which you would think that I should, or at least take the time to look into it. But
that's what's so great about this podcast with you and me.
Yeah.
It's that we're discovering new things. And it's not only talking to my buddy.
Yeah.
It's talking about things, and it is truly the Cliff Clavin of what we're doing is we're learning something new that, hey, come to the next trivia podcast. We're going to be rock stars.
Right.
We're going to go to bar trivia and we're going to kill it.
We're going to kill it. Yes. No, but I love the fact that, a couple episodes at the end of last year, we did one on game shows, which was fun.
Right.
And we had our first guest of the year. We had Kevin talking about his background as growing up as a choreographer. And now we're talking about something like this. I just love that we have such different variety that we find in this.
It's kind of
fun.
The Seinfeld of podcasts, right? It's always something different. There's no...
Yeah.
The only real theme we've got is the fact that, our title, Oh, and One More Thing, allows us to continually talk about one more thing.
Yeah.
Which I think is the coolest idea.
I do. I love it.
So we can really break into lots of different topics and genres and things that we haven't even tapped into yet.
Right.
And I'm excited about that.
I'm super excited.
And it hopefully keeps us fresh.
Yeah. And you know what would help a ton?
What?
If everyone would please follow us on the socials at Oh and One More Thing Pod on Facebook and Instagram for highlights and news of upcoming shows, and tell all your friends.
Yeah. And if you have a show idea for us or just want to give us some feedback, send us an email at ohandonemorethingpod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you.
Who doesn't like getting emails? Send us an email. Plus, we do still have some merch. We have some t-shirts and caps. So if you're interested, shoot us an email.
Oh, and one more thing, Rob.
What's that?
Low testosterone is not like a bad Wi-Fi signal. Sometimes you've got the full bar and feel unstoppable, and other times you're buffering just trying to get off the couch. But hey, at least with the low T, you can still blame everything on your hormones. Mood swings, naps, forgetting why you walked into a room. It's all part of the adventure. So here's to embracing the ups, surviving the downs, and remembering, even if your testosterone's low, your sense of humor should always stay high.
Yes, absolutely agree.
Thanks, everyone. See you next time.
All right, see everybody. So pro tip, everyone, don't ever diagnose PMS.